It's kind of crazy. Out in the Rockies and out west, the nature's always so intense. Like, sometimes I just want to go on a nice, chill, relaxed hike, like through the woods without having to do 1,000 billion feet of elevation. This one might be a little bit more rambly than my other videos. So if you're looking for something a little bit more action-packed, I got some other ones that are a little bit more action-packed. Today I hiked out to Bearpaw and Trapper Lake. This one's Bearpaw right now. I'm heading back around. They're lakes that are a little bit more towards the northern part of Grand Teton. Like Grand Teton and the main part of the parks are kind of over those ridges that way. But wanted something a little bit more chillax today. Do something nice and easy, away from the crowds. Don't see a lot of people. Don't have to be anxious about like the way I said hello to someone on the trail. Really doesn't care about me. Hello. Hey, mama. So the end of summer is fast approaching. I've had a few days now that I've had to wear a sweatshirt in the morning and night, which is very anxiety inducing for a guy that likes summer and knows how long the winters can be out here. And I don't know if it's that or, you know, working 2 jobs and trying to do a video every week and trying to have an adventure all the time, or the fact that the list of all the things I want to do in the Grand Teton National Park and Yellowstone and all these amazing places out here, that list never seems to get shorter, just seems to get longer, even when I cross something off the list, because I see 10 other things that I want to do. I'm trying to figure out if I want to stay here or move someone else. And it's like, I know I can't spend the rest. At some point, you got to move. At some point, you got to check somewhere else out. It feels like all these factors are kind of combining right now into this storm for me, where it's like, oh boy, days are getting darker. Don't know what's going on a world level. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my personal life. I didn't know it was down this way before, but I think I'm gonna check it out before I get out of here. Go down this way. I'm supposed to go that way, but screw it. Let's see what's down here. The Tetons that everybody kind of knows and loves, Grand Teton, Middle Teton, Southern Teton, over those ridges right there. I believe this is Mount Tiwinot right there, Mount Tiwinot. The Jaws back there, Jaws easy to recognize because it looks like that. That's Paintbrush Canyon. I think that hike is coming up. That's Parker's favorite. Here we got Mount Woodring and then Thor's Peak, which I've been learning more about today, and that looks absolutely sick. That's easy to remember. I don't know why. The street just, yeah, that's Thor's Peak. Heck yeah. And then right now we're at Lee Lake. That's what this lake is. And way off in the distance, I think that's Jackson Peak. I think. Not entirely sure about that. Like, the very tempting thing is just, you know, maybe get a cabin in the middle of nowhere, move out there, don't participate in society at all. But it's also hard being a 20-year-old whose like natural place in the world is to be participating in society. You know, you're supposed to be grinding in your 20s. You're supposed to be living life, doing things, going crazy, building up your financial future, starting a family, getting a mortgage, getting a house. There's a ton of stuff that's just going on. Way too much stuff. Can be overwhelming. But the other opposite side of that is not feeling like you're doing anything wrong. And I feel like every time I refresh myself and I'm like, oh, nice and relaxed, instantly my mind switches and it's like, all right, well, what's next? What's next on the docket? What are we doing today? What are we doing next week? What are we doing with this year, with this month? And I almost feel like I'm running out of time, which I know sounds ridiculous as someone in their mid-20s, but I also know a lot of other people my age kind of feel the same way. I often find myself thinking like, what is the theme here? What's the moral? What's the lesson to be learned? And an idea I've been considering lately is that here I am trying to figure myself out, trying to learn all these life lessons and trying to almost download the most efficient way to live life or the best way to live life or the right path to go on. And yet, it almost seems like everybody in their 40s regrets what they did in their 20s. You know, if they did something like road tripping the entire United States and yada, 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 they wish they had saved up more money and blah, 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 blah. I almost think that maybe life is an ongoing process in which you continue to learn about it. And you have to kind of balance these out, and you're going to learn life lessons on all sides of the spectrum as you get older, as your life kind of corrects itself back and forth, and you try out these different extremes and you try out these different things. It almost seems like everybody ends up regretting something they did in their 20s or things that they didn't do. And here I am trying to figure out how to have it all. And maybe the answer is just accepting the fact that you can't have it all. I don't know if I'm going to post this. That sounded pretty good to me. I don't know. What do you think about all this? What do you, if you're older than your 20s, what do you think you should do with your 20s? And if you're in your 20s, what are you doing with your 20s? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a subscribe, leave a like. Thank you to everybody who's given me a chance and is sticking along for the journey, because I do want to keep going. I want to see where this goes. And I just really appreciate the love and support. So thank you.